What's up, everybody? Welcome to another DVD and Blu-ray update. This is going to be my haul for April of 2015. This is everything else I grabbed this month. This is not going to recap what I picked up at Wasteland. The video would just be entirely way too fucking long. But who would show that shit twice, right? This is actually the very first update I've ever done since I've been on YouTube that I actually have more Blu-rays than DVDs. So I'm going to start with the DVDs and then get into the Blu-rays. I haven't actually watched a whole lot of this stuff because I've been really concentrating on watching all the stuff I picked up from Wasteland, which was just a shitload of stuff. So this stuff's been kind of on the back burner, but I have watched some of it though, and I'll let you guys know. Okay, well, let's get right into this. First up is a film here that I've been wanting to get for so long. Finally got around to it, watched it, and it's fantastic. Absolutely love this. It's a shame it doesn't have a Region 1 release, and that is Ken Russell's The Devils. This movie right here is fantastic. It's really, really awesome. Probably one of the best like nunsploitation films I've ever seen. You know, of course, this one's got Oliver Reed in it. Oh, just fantastic. I don't really want to get too much into it, but this is a fantastic edition. Comes with 2 discs right there. Comes with a really, really thick booklet. You guys can see that. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, this thing just feels like a book. But if you like your nunsploitation specifically, definitely give this one a shot. It's really fantastic. I couldn't highly recommend this one enough. And I actually got it for pretty cheap. I think I only paid about, I think it was only about 6 or 7 pounds, which translates into a lot of Canadian dollars, but for the Americans, not so bad. But I do recommend this one. Yeah. No, it was probably 15 Canadian dollars, I think, or something. But well worth it. I absolutely loved it. So, yeah. Moving along here is a film that just got a like a wide release. I know this one had like an indie release a few years back, a couple years ago. Got around to checking it out, and that's Preservation. Now, I'd heard pretty good things about this film, so I was pretty stoked. I kind of like the premise, you know, these 3, well, friends, I guess a married couple, and the guy's brothers along with them too. They go on like a hunting trip. It's more like a poaching trip. So they're kind of assholes right there. Anyways, they're in the bush, and they wake up one morning, and of course, all their camping shit's gone, and some assailants start messing with them in the bushes. And so basically it's like a survival type film. It was okay. The thing is, though, it's really hard to cheer for these guys, and because you really don't like them. You know, they're doing bad shit. Like, they're kind of poaching. It's off season, and you know where I'm from, you don't do that shit, man. You know, there's a lot of hunting around here, and you just don't do that shit. But I don't know. I didn't really care for it overly that much. I know I was warned by a couple people that didn't care for it, but I thought the premise sounded good enough. But I don't know, man. I didn't really care for it, but I know some people do. But you know, it is what it is. Preservation, it was okay, not terrible. Next up is a Spanish film from 2012. We actually just did this as a featured review on the podcast. If you want to hear the full-length review, go check out the last podcast. Episode 49, that is. And this is Sleep Tight, from the same director that did Wreck and Wreck 1 and Wreck 2. This is like a totally different type of film about a guy named, I believe, Carlos. He works in a hotel. He's like the doorman kind of deal. But the thing with Carlos is that he's miserable. He hates life, and he thinks that everybody around him should be miserable too. So basically what he starts doing is he starts fucking with people. Specifically this one really good-looking cheerleader. He finds out what she doesn't like, and he kind of sneaks into her apartment because he has the keys to all the places because he's like the maintenance guy. And it's kind of like a voyeur film, and he just starts messing with people. Really, really, really highly recommended. This movie was fantastic. Great editing, great cinematography, great acting, great dialogue, great story. I couldn't recommend this one enough. Wow, this was a really amazing film. I mean, if you're a fan of the Wreck films, definitely check this out. It's completely different, but, you know, it's one that you're gonna... Sorry, my ring is knocking on the beer. I couldn't recommend this one enough. Sleep Tight, awesome flick. It is subtitled, like I said, it's Spanish, so you're gonna have to read it. Next up is a film that I actually picked up when I was in Cleveland at a family video. I stopped in there, I had to get a tire changed on this rental car, all that bullshit. But anyways, I only came out of there with 2 titles. All the other ones that I wanted to buy were were rented out, which is so ridiculous because you could have bought them for cheaper. But anyways, so I picked up this one, which is Gnome Alone. I was expecting really low production values. It was actually, the production value was a lot higher than I was expecting. Like, it just kind of blew me away. But it's kind of like Leprechaun in a sense, you know. Vern Troyer, of course, plays the gnome, and you know, he's got these stupid one-liners. Actually, this movie had me cracking up in parts. I was killing myself. By no means is it a good film, but it's very entertaining. I do recommend it if you like your low-budget, kind of cheesy shit, but it was okay. You know what you're getting yourself into. It's a killer gnome. Come on. Fun stuff, though. Next up here is one I've been wanting to check out because I seem to pick up like all these Hansel and Gretel films. I don't know why, but that's Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. I've actually heard pretty decent things about this. This was just like a $5 Walmart pickup. I was in there one day and I was like, why not grab it? Who cares? But yeah, grab that one right there. Next up is a film that I've actually never seen before. I've been wanting to check this out for such a long time. I love the director. He's done some of my like all-time favorite films. And it's directed by Ingmar Bergman, and of course that is Hour of the Wolf from 1968. Going to be doing a special 1968 on the podcast coming up soon, I think in a few weeks. So this is one that I had to check out because we're doing like a top 10 of 1968. I had to check out this one. I've heard nothing but great things. I heard it's classic, so really looking forward to it. This is the Region 2 release. I believe there is a Region 1. I can't remember if there is or not, but this one was just available, cheap, and sealed. Brand new. Really, really cheap. I think I only got it for like £3 or something like that. Next up here is Adam Wingard's new film. He, of course, directed You're Next, among films. And this one is The Guest. Now, I was going into this one under the impression that it was, you know, a little different and stuff, but this one ultimately turned out for me to be fantastic. I actually enjoyed this a lot more than You're Next. I thought You're Next was okay. I wasn't overly the biggest fan of it. But this one right here I thought was really well done. It kept up a lot of, I don't know, man. It just had a lot of excitement going on. It kind of kept you on edge. Great acting in this. I thought the script was pretty good. I thought it was good. I thought it was really fun. Really fun. It was kind of weird though. I was watching this film. Halfway through, it just kind of stopped playing on my Blu-ray player. Like, I don't know what it was. It just kind of started skipping. So I threw it in the PS3 and it played fine. I don't have many, you know, discs that do that. It was just kind of, sometimes you get one that just won't play right. But anyways, I'll probably upgrade this anyways because I love this film. The Guest, that was like a really cheap pickup. I wanted to grab the Blu-ray, but the DVD was like $8 and the Blu-ray was $28. No brainer. Same with this one too. I've seen this one before. It's still sealed, but Dead Snow, Red vs. Dead, so Dead Snow 2. I actually watched this on VOD last year. Made my top 30 of last year. This was a fantastic film. I thought it was absolutely over the top, ridiculous, everything I was expecting. And it was a lot of fun. You know, I don't really see why people dislike this film. I think it's absolutely hilarious and just stupid and fun. Everything that I was expecting, so maybe I just wasn't disappointed at all. But fun flick. Again, I wanted to grab this on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray was $27 or $28 and the DVD again was $8. So I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with those pricings, but fun flick. Next up, just a Walmart pickup. I never grabbed the original release of this for some odd reason. I actually do like this. I know it's getting a remake, which is really cool. And that's Stephen King's The Stand, the TV miniseries. This one definitely needs an update. It's got some pretty bad CGI in it and stuff. But pretty entertaining. I like the story. It keeps you intrigued. But I am looking forward to that remake to see what they're going to do. Apparently they're going to make it into like a bunch of films or something like that. I can't remember the whole story. We talked on the podcast a long time ago, but I can't remember. But yeah, The Stand, awesome stuff right here. Definitely give it a shot if you've never seen it. Now, this release right here, or this pickup right here, is probably the biggest upset of this month's haul. Not because the film is bad or anything, but I'll explain in a second. Livid. From the director, of course, the directors of Inside. Now, I was under the impression this release had English subtitles. Unfortunately, it does not have English subtitles. I watched like the first 10 minutes of it. I was like, I can't watch this movie without subtitles. It was driving me nuts. It looks absolutely beautiful. I've heard nothing but great things about this film. So, of course, I had to order the UK release, which is only like £5 or £4 or something like that, because it doesn't have a Region 1 release, which is insane. I've heard nothing but good things, but you know, if you speak French out there and you want a copy of Livid, I actually ended up paying like $20 for this DVD because I think it's out of print. you know, throw me a shout, man. Throw me a, you know, a message or something, because this one's all in French, and it's actually, you know, the French edition. Really nice slipcover, but it does nothing for me, because even though I'm Canadian, I do not speak English. I actually don't know anybody that speaks, or I don't speak French. Maybe I don't speak English, I don't know. I don't speak French. In fact, I don't know anybody that speaks French, so this is useless. But yeah, this was a disappointment, but what can you do? I ended up getting the other one. It's on order, so. Next up is just a cheapie pickup from my buddy's store, but I know this one's out of print and actually kind of hard to find, and I don't know, for whatever reasons, but that's Python 2. Now, I think this was like a sci-fi film that was made back in the early 2000s. I'm not entirely sure. I just need it for the collection because I do have Python. And Boa versus Python, I can't talk right now. I love the back here where it says 2 fangs up. That is the cheesiest quote of all time. It really is. Python 2, is what it is. Next up here is a film that I was always putting off because I wanted to see it, but I kind of wanted to read the books first because I really like the author. I'm a big fan. I've read a lot of his novels, and that's Dean Koontz's Odd Thomas. I really like the premise of Odd Thomas. I think it's pretty interesting, but I did want to read the books. Never got around to it. Grabbed the film. It was $10. I was like, whatever. Lenticular cover, brand new. I was like, I'll give it a shot. It is intriguing to me that it's only 14A though. That's kind of odd, but it is what it is. Give that one a shot. Next up here is Hated by the G.G. Allen documentary. Now, this guy is one fucked up dude, man. This is just a fantastic documentary, man. If you know who G.G. Allen is, and you want to, or even if you don't, and you've kind of heard little things about him, definitely check this out, man. What a mess. Insane documentary. This is just off the wall. Crazy, crazy stuff. Directed by Todd Phillips. Really interesting. I think this was like his first film that he did. But yeah, give this one a shot. It's awesome. Really, really recommended. Highly recommended. Good stuff. This one right here, I've actually never seen. I wasn't even aware of that Anchor Bay release this years ago. This is original Anchor Bay release, and it is The Long Good Friday. Heard nothing but good things from this. I've never seen it before. Released by, of course, you know, original Anchor Bay right there, which is really cool to find this. My buddy gave it to me for a couple bucks at his store. You know, original Anchor Bay, but it just sounds awesome. It's got Bob Hoskins in it. You know, you can't. I mean, this just sounds awesome. Yeah. Next up, this was sent to me by my man Derek from Boston. Big ups to Derek. You're the man. He also sent me something else that I'll show later in the update in the Blu-rays. This is from the Archive Collection. Another film from 1968 that I needed to check out, and that is The Green Slime. From the same director, of course, that did... is it the same guy that did... No, it's actually not. I can't remember. Yeah, Derek will correct me, but The Green Slime, heard nothing but good things about it. So looking forward to checking this out. Thanks a lot, buddy, for sending me that. This was the other one that I picked up at Family Video in Cleveland. Like I said, I only found 2 things in there. It was kind of disappointing, but Devil's Incarnate. Again, $1.50 along with No Malone. Couldn't pass it up, whatever. Slipcover, it was like, looks brand new, so I'll give that one a shot. I didn't even realize this was in here. I actually showed the copy I picked up from Wasteland. I'm going to send this one to my buddy Dylan. So Dylan, if you're watching, this is going to be your copy right here. This one has a way lower number than mine, but like way lower, and that's Headless. This is fantastic. I've watched this movie 3 times now. It's awesome. If you've seen Found, this is the full-length feature that was, you know, this short was in the film. Found, full-length feature, of course, featuring Mr. Parker's in this. Does a great job. Showing it all again. But no, if you like gore, man, this is fantastic. It's just so gory. So gory. I thought it was a really great film. It's just, I don't know. Headless. Definitely give it a shot. I think it is eventually getting like a wider release. These are like the limited ones, I think, that are gone now, so wait for that. And last up for the DVDs is something I actually seen on Terror for Tom's channel. Oddly enough, I just ordered it like the 2 days before he was watching his last update. And he showed this off, and it was the Festival of Fright special 3-disc collection. So it's basically trailers. 3 discs of like old, you know, trailers and shit like that. So Festival of Fright right there. And like everyone knows that I love my trailer compilations. I love to just throw them on and do whatever. It's just awesome. Here's part 2. and part 3. Very cool stuff. This was really cheap. I think this was only about $10 or something for this whole thing. Really nice kind of thin line box set, but you know, if you can see that, there's all the trailers on there. There's just like 1,000 of them. Really, really cool stuff. It says, oh, it says over 100 classic monster trailers. So there isn't 1,000. Apparently there's over 100. My bad. I'm always exaggerating. But yeah, this is really cool. Good pickup. All right, yeah, continuing along with the Blu-rays here. First up is one that I've just been putting off getting for absolutely no reason. I have no excuses why I didn't pick this up before. I love the first season of the show. If you're a fan of horror films and you're really well versed in it, you'll really like this TV show because there's so many references to horror films. Like almost every single line in this has a reference, either a name, there's posters around the place, there's just so many references to horror films. Of course, this is Adam Green's and Joe Lynch's show, Holliston, which is season 2. This is awesome, and it comes with the like hour-long Christmas special. This is just fantastic, man. The cast is so good in this. Corey English, the hot blonde in this, and then Laura Ortiz. They're so beautiful. This show right here, it just makes me smile. I piss myself every time I watch it. I love the comedy. I love the references. It's just, this show was made for horror fans. You can tell Adam Green's just such a big fan, but awesome. I'm only about a couple episodes into this. I just finished the one with Kane Hodder. So funny. I love the episode where they keep dropping the Freddy vs. Jason. He's all depressed because he finally came to terms with that he was replaced as Jason. Absolutely so funny, man. And every time they bring it up, he snaps. I'm sorry, but this shit was funny as hell. Holliston, season 2. Continue along with the Blu-rays. From Kino, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. Now, this edition is nice. Really, really heavy edition. Comes with a graphic novel, actually. I have yet to check it out. I've been really busy. My new schedule, and I just haven't been able to watch a lot of films at nighttime, but it comes with this awesome, graphic novel you can kind of see in there. But, you get the picture. Really awesome set. I've heard nothing but good things about this one. And yeah, looking forward to checking that little baby out. Moving along here. From Olive Films. Finally got around to picking this up. Now, when I first ordered this, I thought for a fact I wasn't going to get the slipcover. I actually did get the slipcover with it. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the original, released by Olive Films. I love their slipcovers because they don't have the little hole in the back so it doesn't get caught. Really cool stuff. We're going to be doing an Invasion show covering all 4 of the films on the podcast and actually next week, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I haven't seen this movie in a lot of years. I've just never had a copy of it for some odd reason. I have the other 3. I've never seen the newest one that's called Invasion. Not really looking forward to it too much, to be honest, but this movie's classic. I love it. Moving along, the other one that was sent to me by my man Derek. And yeah, this one right here, I've been wanting to check out because the director is just fantastic. He's done nothing but great work. And yeah, I'm trying to... No, anyways. Why Don't You Play in Hell? Now, this was a really generous, gift to me because this one doesn't really go for that cheap. I know on Amazon.ca it's like $37. Ridiculous price, but so looking forward to checking this out, man. Dude's films are so good, so it's gonna be awesome. Thank you again, Derek. Can't wait to watch it. This one right here was sent to me by my friend Brandon from our, 22 Shots Facebook page. I have yet to finish this one still. I've watched about 3/4 of it and I have not seen the ending. I just have not gotten around to it. It's very, very strange. And it's called The Ninth Configuration with Stacy Keach. There's a lot of people in this one, actually. Joe Spinell's in this film. You got Neville Brand, George DeCenzo, Ed Flanders, of course, Scott Wilson. There's a lot of people in this film. A lot of recognizable people. The acting in this film is absolutely so brilliant. Basically, Stacy Keach is like a military general or something like that, or something on those lines. Anyways, he goes to this kind of asylum to investigate why all these people are, acting the way they are. Are they crazy? Are they not? But he has his own motivations and stuff, and it's just a really strange fucking movie. I can't wait to see the ending of it. So, but yeah, thank you, Brandon. And he sent me this one also. I don't know if I mentioned, but he sent me Sleep Tight, the DVD that I showed earlier. Sorry if I didn't mention that. And he also sent me this one, Academy Award winner for 2009 Best Foreign Language Film, The Secret in Their Eyes, looking forward to checking this one out. It looks awesome. Just gotta find some time, man. This new schedule is killing me. Just not watching a lot of films. Hence the no reviews on my channel lately. But yeah, looking forward to checking that one. Thanks again, Brandon. Awesome, awesome stuff. Now, this one right here, I have been so stoked to watch. It just looks fantastic. The Blu-ray was like the same price as the DVD, which is so strange. And that's The Killers. Or not The Killers, Killers. Now, the premise of this movie just sounds fantastic. Basically, vigilante versus bad guy kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. They kind of verse each other. So that just sounds amazing. You know, from the producers of The Raid. Whatever. But, you know, it's probably really good. Killers, heard good things from a lot of very, notable sources. So, yeah, can't go wrong. Next up here from Grindhouse releasing is, finally I got this, Gone with the Pope. The lost film from Duke Mitchell. This movie was really strange. Well, not really strange, but, it was an unfinished film that was finished after it took like 20 years or 15 years to finish the film. To edit together and put it together, basically about a guy Duke Mitchell's character goes to the Vatican, kidnaps the Pope, and wants ransom. He wants like 50 cents from every Catholic in the world as the ransom. It's a really interesting story. Yeah, if you like Massacre Mafia style, you'll definitely enjoy this film. It's pretty awesome, but entertaining. Great release by Grindhouse. Oh man. Next up here, I didn't really know what to expect from this film because I'm really not the hugest Keanu Reeves fan, to be honest. But this might have changed my mind. This movie is one of the best films I've seen in a long time. I absolutely loved this movie. I can't wait to see the sequels, man. I think Keanu Reeves did a fantastic job. Went through 3 months of like martial arts training. Really showed in the film. Did such a great job. And that's John Wick. What an awesome action film. Basically revenge film. I know the scene in the beginning of the film with the puppy is so harsh. I'm a big, huge dog lover. I have 3 of my own, so watching that was just terrible. But I feel his pain, man. I would have done the same shit, but this is bad fucking ass, man. I really love this movie. One of the best action films I've seen in a long time. I don't mean to hype it up too much for the people who haven't seen it, but I really highly recommend this movie, man. It was just fantastic. I thought his character, like Keanu Reeves, fit the John Wick character so perfect. I don't know, there's something about it. The way it was filmed, the action scenes, really amazing film. Next up here from Scorpion. And the only way to get these releases was from Scream Media Archives or whatever the hell it is. Where you get the Twilight Times bullshit. And these were limited to 1,200 or some crap like that. I don't really know. And that's Strip to Kill. Yeah, this one is actually produced by Roger Corman. When you watch this movie, you're like, wow, that was produced by Roger Corman. It's a pretty cheesy flick about strippers getting killed off. Police officer kind of gets a job at the strip club to figure out what the hell's going on with these strippers. And she does some stripping herself. It's okay. It's okay. There's a lot of tits in this film. That's really what it has going for it. The story's okay. The ending's okay. Kind of predictable, really. But it was enjoyable. It has some really cheesy 80s music, and just it has a really 80s vibe, but it is from 87, so Strip to Kill. Next up from Scorpion, again another limited Blu-ray release, and that is A Candle for the Devil. I haven't yet to watch this one. It looks intriguing. I really try to grab everything Scorpion because I love the company, but yeah, looking forward to checking that one out. Non-horror film here. Just grabbed this actually today when I was out, and that's Escape with Stallone and Schwarzenegger. I mean, really, I have to grab this. I grab everything Schwarzenegger. It's one of my favorites. Stallone too, and together doing a whole, full-length film. Can't go wrong. I gotta see it. I've heard pretty interesting things, so I want to check it out for myself. Next up, another non-horror film. I heard really good things about it. I've been wanting to check this out because it sounds really interesting. And that's Snowpiercer. Again, really cheap, under $10 Blu-ray. I can't pass it up. Walmart bargain bin type deal things. Again, with the bargain bins, got the Mad Max Scream Factory Collector's Edition coming in the mail. So I figured, well, I might as well grab the other ones on Blu-ray too because they're so damn cheap. Road Warrior Part 2, which was, of course, $7.96 on Blu-ray. I really could not pass it up. I mean, who can't pass it up? I actually prefer this one to the original Mad Max. I think this one's awesome. I think it's just a really great film. Haven't seen it in a long time. Next up here, of course, is Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, which is the third one, which is kind of a heaping pile of shit, but oddly enough, I like this movie. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I like these. I like all the films. I just prefer part 2 is the most. This one is not that great, but I kind of like it. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's nostalgic for me, but I haven't seen it in years though. And getting to the Scream Factory releases from last month, and they released 8 of them. 8 fucking releases, Scream Factory. You guys are going apeshit with your damn releases. First up is A Whisper to a Scream, also known as The Offspring. I had to flip the cover because I love that Offspring. Of course, it comes with the reverse cover, if you can see that. But I really love this Offspring cover art. I think it's the original VHS cover art. Awesome stuff right there. Great, really great anthology film. Watch it again. The transfer is amazing on this. I love the stories. Yeah, awesome stuff. But look at that cover art. It's just so good. Good stuff. Next up here is the double feature of Carrie, the TV remake, and the sequel, the 1999 sequel, The Rage, Carrie 2. A double feature. This one actually comes on 2 separate discs. I haven't opened this yet, but I've seen both films. I never cared for the TV remake, but you know, I really want to give it another shot. And The Rage is actually a good sequel. I don't mind it. So, but I have a feeling I'm going to like the TV remake again. Just haven't seen it. It's probably since it came out. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool that they put those on separate discs. Interesting. Next up is you know, Tobe Hooper's remake of Invaders from Mars. Now I have this on DVD, VHS, and Blu-ray. Ridiculous. Heard the transfer is fantastic on this. Haven't gotten around to checking it out, but I love this film, man. It's cheesy fun. I think he did a good job with this remake. Next up here is, I think this is a worthy upgrade because the DVD, the MGM double feature DVD, I think both prints are in full screen. This one does have a little bit of features on it, and I think they're in anamorphic widescreen. So, and that's Ghoulies 2. I really enjoy Ghoulies 2 a lot more than the first one. I think the first one's kind of a slow, kind of contrived story. I don't know. There's something about Ghoulies. It's okay. I love part 2 though. I love the setting in the fairgrounds and stuff like that. So it's just a lot more fun in my opinion, but it's really cool. I've yet to hear what the transfers are like on those. So this one right here is a Chiller original film, and that's Deep in the Darkness. And I've actually heard really good things about this, surprisingly. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. I believe that we're covering this one on the cast too, if I'm not mistaken. So Deep in the Darkness, Chiller exclusive. Yeah. I liked it. You know, I mean, the films are obviously hit and miss, but I like collecting them. They're kind of fun. I did watch this one, Escape from New York, of course, John Carpenter. Got that reversible cover art, which is fantastic in there. Transfer is awesome. Snake Plissken still... This movie just still blows my mind. I absolutely fucking love Escape from New York. It's so good. It's just such a fantastic film. It's funny watching the effects in high def, though. It seems really cheesy now, but great transfer. A lot of, like, they kind of exported all the DVD features over, it looks like, and I think there's some new ones too, but really cool upgrade. This was actually not that expensive too, so Escape from New York, and watch this one. I hadn't seen this movie in years. Forgot how awesome it is. I absolutely love this film, and that's Class of 1984. Oh, I think the new cover art there is pretty good. But yeah, I just forgot how much I loved it, but I do love the original cover art. I think it's interesting they only have the 4 on there, because I don't know, they should have they should have all 5, but on the original cover art, strange. But yeah, this movie's just amazing. I absolutely love it. It's got a really early performance from Michael J. Fox is in it. He's such a little nerdy pipsqueak in it. It's pretty funny. But great acting. I love the storyline in this. It's just badass. It's fun stuff. The ending just, it brought back memories. I was like, damn. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. But if you've never seen Class of 1984, it's just extremely amazing, in my opinion. And last up for the Blu-rays and the Scream Factory releases, like I said, they released 8 last month. Burning a damn hole in my pocket. Had to order this from .com, had to import it. Because our version of this film is released by like E1 in Canada. It's not even a Scream Factory release, it's just complete garbage. And that is the pop-up limited edition Babadook, with the, which everyone has shown this off, and that's where the, pretty cool stuff. I did watch this. And I have to say, I did enjoy it, and I completely understand the film. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I don't love this movie. I did enjoy it. Like I said, I totally understand what the Babadook was. Everything. I've seen a lot of reviews, and I think a lot of people missed the point of this movie. It kind of baffled me because a lot of people I found that didn't like the film kind of missed the whole point of the film, and a lot of people that loved the film understood the film. So it's kind of mixed like that. I found with some of the reviews, but I completely understand this movie. I think it's good. I can see why people find the little boy annoying in this film, but then again, I also think it's fitting too. I don't want to ruin anything if you haven't seen this movie, but you know, I do recommend The Babadook. I think it's a good film. I don't think it's as good as people were saying it. I'm not going to say don't believe the hype, because I'm trying to get away from that whole hype bullshit myself. Just take it for what it is. Watch the movie and enjoy it, and or try to enjoy it. Just take it for what it is. Really pay attention to it. And yeah, The Babadook. So that's going to do it for my update. I think I kept this one maybe just over 30 minutes, which is probably the shortest update I've had in a long time. But and also the very first update I've ever had where I had more Blu-rays. Just a little more Blu-rays than DVDs is really strange, and it's just the way it went down this month. Damn Scream Factory with their 8 releases this month, burning a damn hole in my pocket. Thank you, Scream Factory. I got no one else to blame but myself. I'm just an idiot. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the update. Hope you enjoyed. Leave comments down below. I'll be back next month with another update, of course. And you know what? I'm going to have some reviews coming up too. Just trying to find some time, some more videos. I know all I've been posting is like top 10 videos and podcasts and like the odd video here and there. So stay tuned. Like I said, I'm adjusting to a new schedule. It's been really hard on me. But they'll be coming. I'm super busy with a lot of stuff. No more excuses. Fuck that shit. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.